Yo, yalla, yo. This your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this Drink Champs motherfucking podcast. Make some noise! And right now, I have to properly introduce these two icons in my eyes.
Definitely.
One of the people the motivators of the culture. People who push the culture forward. People who stood by the artists. I remember being down with them. I had never sold under 100,000 my first week. They make sure your artists win. They get behind them. They're now calling themselves servants. And they rich as hell. How do you get richer and get more humble at the same time is something that me and you have to learn. Because
you're a greedy bastard, N.O.R.E.
I am a greedy bastard. Because I'm a greedy bastard is a fact. Right now, we got two of my favorite CEOs. Two people who helped made me a man when I was coming from boy to being a man and having money and not knowing what to do with it. People who shape and mold me and told me go out there and bust your ass.
And it's only right we're in a conference room
and
right now.
We got a conference room for executives. Let's make some noise for Lyor Cohen and Karen Liles, motherfuckers. God damn it, Lyor, you got one of the best hip hop stories I ever in my life, in my whole illustrious 19 years was. I remember when Ja Rule was getting like kind of played out and you didn't clear a record for Fat Joe. And I did a Ja Rule video, right? And, you know, most executives, they want to meet with you and they say, you know, you come along. But Lyor said, bring your whole crew. He said, bring your whole crew. And he gets this Ja Rule video. And he comes and meets me at Right Track Studio and he has all my boys there. He puts the video in and he goes, how do you like this video? I say, you know, I like myself, so I'm looking at myself. I'm like, I think I'm the shit. He said, do you know what I think? I said, no. He said, I think it's popcorn. At the time, I like popcorn, so I was like, all right, cool. Popcorn is cool. And he goes, Ja Rule won't exist in 4 months because of the records he's doing. Why would I invest in N.O.R.E. for N.O.R.E. to be like Ja Rule?
Right.
So he said to me, N.O.R.E., if I cut you right now, what would you bleed? And I said, blood. And he said, now ask me the question, N.O.R.E. So I said, Lyor, if I cut you right now, what would you bleed? He said, Run DMC, sucker MC. And then he asked me the question again. He said, so, N.O.R.E., if I cut you right now, what would you bleed? I said, Super Thug. And he said, exactly. The car service is downstairs. Go see Pharrell right now. He dead my Ja Rule video. Made me go see Pharrell. And if it wasn't for that exact move, I wouldn't have one of the biggest hits of my life, which is nothing. Homeboy, I came to party. Let's make some noise. Why do you keep it so real with your artists like that? Like you could have like said it to me like nicer, but you didn't. You was
So, I want to do to you and to my artists, to my comrades, how I want to be done on.
The golden rule.
That wasn't English. Let's do that again.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Can someone help me? What's the saying?
You do unto others how you would want to be done to yourself.
So, I only want the truth. I'm so tired of the cryptic language. I was telling people upstairs, there's this guy that I love and adored. His name is Joaquin. And he used to say to me, it's all good. And I used to say, what the fuck does that mean? I want to shoot a DMX video tomorrow. He would say, it's all good. And I'm so exhausted trying to figure out what people mean. I just want people to tell me exactly how I'm doing. Right. I just did a speech upstairs. I go to Kevin, I said 1 to 10. He said 4. I said, how do I get it to a 10 next time? Okay? That's it. He didn't say, oh, it's a 9.55. And you know what I'm saying?
He didn't sugarcoat.
Because I want to improve. So, if, you know, when you're on stage or when you're doing this, you want people around you that give you constructive criticism. You want to be the biggest, the best
Not the yes
podcast in the world.
Oh,
so
we are, Lyor. Just in case you didn't know. Number one. Here, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So anyhow, that's basically the reason why I keep it so gully is that's how I want it done to me.
Right.
The reason why I never walked around with security guards is real thorough people have plan B, C, D, and E. You don't get in trouble with thorough people if you allow them the ability to go to their plan B. If you retard their ability to go to plan B, that's when you get in trouble. That's when you have to walk around with security guards. Okay? But you can't be mad at me when I tell you your records are stiff. It's over. No one cares, or spinning it, because then they could go to plan B. But when you tell them a stiff record, oh, it's working, I need a few more weeks, and it just gets deeper and deeper and you get colder and colder, that's when you get in trouble. So I've always kept it very, very honest and direct because that's just how I want it.
That's a beautiful thing. Now, Kevin Liles. Kev, I remember me being on the label and you did something that was like so important. You made us stay on the road. Like the Redmans, the Method Mans, the Noriegas, the Cam'rons, the Joel Santana, the Freeways at that time. And like, we wouldn't get like, the artists I named, we were like, I want to say B-list, but not B-list. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not say B-list.
Yeah, not B-list, but
on the rise.
Yeah, on the rise. And so we probably never got the $2 million budgets, but we would make that $2 million, but we would earn that $2 million. And it was almost like you felt better, like, you know what, going out there. Why was that your approach? Like the artist has to hit the road and touch them babies and kiss girlfriends.
and other people's girlfriends. Now, I think what was important for me, man, I being a former artist and being out on the road, if you don't touch it, how you know what the baggie feels like? How you know what it smells like? You know what I mean? So I wanted you guys to always touch your fans.
We like baggies, N.O.R.E.
I know. What's the new slogan? Fuck the cake, we want the bands. Let's make some noise for that. 300 taking over. Okay, we don't got the champagne yet? All right. All right, cool. I'm sorry.
So no, it was just all about you guys not being distorted. You know, sometimes you have a hit record, then you go buy the big house and you sit up in the house with your friends. And then you forget, you know, really what made it. You know what I mean? And what it felt like to have that fan. And even to this day is why the guys that you named, they can all go around the world and make a living. To that day, because you kept touching the fans, kept touching the baggie, and that was part of it. And that's us now. It's a loss. You know, now you got labels. They'll say, "Here's we're not worried about your tour. We're not involved in that. That's just your money." No. If you fuck up on that, you fucking our money up too. So we got to make sure 360 degree that you're always working. I never managed N.O.R.E, never managed any of the guys, but I always managed them.
Yep.
That's you know what I'm saying? At the end of it, when shit went down, I got the call. I don't care what was going down. When it went down, I got that call. So we was always there, and the road was a good friend to us.
Okay, so now, how hard was it for you guys? Because at one point, when I thought Def Jam, I thought Lyor, Kevin, Russell. So how hard was it when it was like, you know, I know you went to Atlantic first before you started 300, but how hard was that decision to say, I'm gonna leave the place that you basically built?
So let's be clear that I sold the company to Universal and I went to Island and Mercury and we founded Island Def Jam. So before Atlantic, there was 5 years. You conveniently forgot.
Okay, my bad. my bad.
So, listen, if you're not busy being born, you're busy dying. So that was beautiful. We make coffee table books. I flip through the pages. I see friendly faces and moments in time that I adore and love, but I'm about the present. So, you know, that once was. Yep. It was a beautiful memory. It's nice that people recognize me and give me dap for my contribution. But you come to my house, there's no FYI, this is who I once was. Okay?
Don't live off the past.
No. So I'm only focused right here and right now. I want to continue to contribute be a great partner to Kevin and my artists. And until I can't contribute, I'm going to be on the court. And when I'm on the court and I go for that you're going to get tapped by my elbows. Okay? Simple as that.
You know, it's funny.
How about you, Kev? Yeah.
It's funny, I was from Baltimore.
Yes.
So me coming...
And as an intern, you came in.
Yeah,
Yep.
me coming up. Well, we all started as interns. Russell was a fucking intern.
Yo,
you know
let me
what I mean?
ask you a
Everybody was
question
an
before we
intern.
get into. Was Mike Kaiser working at Radio Shack, and then Russell Simmons hired him from Radio Shack? Or
Tower Records.
Tower Records. Okay. all right, cool. My bad. Continue.
Shout out to Kaiser.
Yeah, shout out to Kaiser. That's my man.
The thing with me, all of us, you cut us open, we bled Def Jam.
Yes.
It was not even a thing. And selling the company didn't mean we didn't still love and live for the company. Building a new company with Now Def Jam Music didn't mean that we left hip-hop. Our responsibility, and I always told Lyor, I really only want to do this with him. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, but we got to continue to build the pyramid so we can continue to get bigger and employ more people and keep the culture moving.
Right.
So we never stopped. And I think right now what you're seeing is a surgence of young people who are living in today because they're native to the internet. Sometimes we get caught up in our memories on what we did, and it impedes our possibilities because anything is possible. For anybody to be alive today and don't feel anything is possible.
Right.
So when Lyor said, "Yo, we want to do it again. You want to do another record company?" I said, "Hell yeah!" Because now, that's when people thought it was crazy to do it. I said, "Yeah, let's do it." So to me, if we're not reinventing ourselves every day, making ourselves better, putting more tools in our toolbox, I don't think we're going to build bigger houses and better houses and more places for people to live and grow in. So,
Yeah.
Kevin's always thinking about others. And I so appreciate that. I just gave a speech for 1,000 people upstairs, and I made reference to the Cold Crush Brothers, and nobody knew what I was talking about. I was about to say, so bold, I smack a man with his gun, kiss his woman, diss his mother, and don't even run. Now that's bold. and I had to hold that. Come on, they're going to see me rapping to explain who the Cold Crush Brothers are?
I just did a panel with Charlie Chase too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Leo-
Unbelievable.
now, Leo
Not
Cohen,
one person.
I remember this is one of the best days of my life, right? Me and you was trying to do business since 1998 when I was on Penalty Records, and you realized that I was the only one moving on Penalty Records. I think you was trying to buy Penalty at first,
That's
and then you
very
said,
true.
"Fuck it, I'm gonna just get N.O.R.E," which was a smart move on your so we was trying to do business for years, and then when I finally get to Def Jam, I signed the papers, and I believe you had Cristal there. I believe you had some Cristal there, and I smoked the blunt in the war room. It wasn't your office. It was the war room.
Yeah.
I smoked the blunt.
Yeah.
Then you took like 2 hits. And then I asked you, "Leo, what's that picture right there?" And it was you on the Run DMC tour, and your nose was bloody. And I said, "You had a fight?" You said, "No, I sniffed cocaine all night." I think so. You let the noise of Leo
Hey, listen.
That picture's classic.
Back in the disco
What's going on,
fever.
my nigga?
doing?
Like
That-
Day-Day, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
my nigga.
Day-Day.
I heard you got mad
No.
kids.
We got families
22
to
with
feed.
16
we got
children.
families to
Yeah,
feed.
I heard that, man. You've been fucking.
So N.O.R.E, talking about the blow, right?
Yeah.
So back in the disco fever days,
Let's get to the
I
disco
don't think
fever days.
anybody actually knows about the disco fever. 169th and Jerome, and Sweet G was the doorman and host. We used to. There was no one that didn't have $100 bill dancing. That's how we danced, like that. So it wasn't because I was sniffing blow. We were all sniffing blow.
It was a part of the culture at that
So
time.
it's like.
Right, well, I just thought that story was ill because I'm sitting there expecting him to say, "Nah, I had a fight with Run DMC." He's like, "Nah, we didn't tell you to bring it all, but we're glad
We
you're
just
doing
want
your
a
job."
cold one. We want a cold
yeah,
one.
put it on ice, please. Come on, twin. You know he's your biggest fan, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
know Day-Day too, right?
Yeah.
Day-Day.
No, bro.
Hey, who are you and what are you doing here?
That's what Leo be doing. So, and I remember, you was the first person, Leo, to tell me I had radio skills, and I bring it back. I refresh your memory. It was a time at Def Jam where nobody was messing with Star and Buck Wild. Nobody would go up there, and he had this Prodigy the week before, and when he had mentioned my name, I just was furious. So I did not abide to the Def Jam rules, and I went up there, and I handled Star. Like, I don't mean like handling, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I destroyed the interview, and Lyor called me and said, "You must come to the office now." And I said, "Lyor, I'm mad tired." He's like, "And I'm hungry." He goes,
Say that again.
he said, "You must come to the office now." And I said, "I'm tired and I'm hungry." He said, "First off," he said, "you must eat the pink teacup." You referred me to
Oh
pink
my
teacup.
God.
You said me and Russ used to sniff coke all night. We had to eat ourselves to sleep. I always remember your coke stories because I love them. Make some noise for that. Make some noise for that. But you called me, and then when I got
Can you imagine? Hold on.
go ahead. Okay.
Can you imagine that vegan eating, yoga twisting Russell
yes.
used to eat 3 meals a day at the Pink Teacup?
Pig
He used to
knuckles.
what was pork?
Pig knuckles. You
Pig
told-
knuckles.
Pig knuckles. You told me.
Oh, my God. Pig knuckles.
He said, "Remember Russ used to sniff coke all night, and then had to eat the pig." But you told me, you said, because it was something that sparked in that interview where Star was the man in New York at the time, and he controlled the interview. But it was something that I did when I flipped it back on Star, and you was like, I believe you said, "I want you to start the artist development company." It was something like that. But this is what
remember.
led to this. So Lyor is responsible for Drink
Beautiful.
Champs.
Let's-
Make some noise.
come on.
Make some noise.
But how? Like we got Day here.
You guys are evolving with these new artists. Now, how do you find these artists? Are they hot, or do somebody bring them to you, or?
So let me explain to you how Day worked.
Let's go.
Day had a record in a very specific and important club that was starting to work. And when our N.O.R.E executive, very talented partner of ours, Celine, brought us the record, he said, "I just want you to listen to the patience of how this man raps." And there was something so beautifully patient about how he held on to some of those phrases and those words. It was obvious that he was very talented. And so, bow, bow, bow.
Now, Diddy, let me just tell you something, my man. You with two of the people who, if you listen, you can be the most successful person ever. But what's going to happen is success is going to fuck with you. And it's going to tell you ain't got to listen. Because we all go through it. You got to listen. You got to go crazy to know that you're not crazy. You got to go crazy once.
Right.
Okay? You
right.
went crazy already? You look like you already went. You there? You
I've been
thinking
going
about
crazy sometimes though.
it. Yeah? Well, where you from in Atlanta?
From 4th Ward of Atlanta Boulevard.
That sound rough. Go ahead. Continue. Go ahead.
You know?
It's real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. So 4th Ward Atlanta.
4th Ward of
Okay.
Atlanta, man.
Okay. And now, so how did you get involved with 300?
I had got involved with 300 through Nitty Beats. Shout out Nitty.
Shout out Nitty.
But Nitty had a strong relationship with Kevin. So shout out Kevin Liles. So I guess they had a great relationship, and by my talent having with Nitty Beats, I guess they linked up with Kevin, and how that situation happened. But I appreciate them.
Right.
And I appreciate the team for working hard.
And they
we
fought,
here.
They fought hard to have you here. We don't even have new artists here, but Lyor put his foot down, and I can't say no. I can't say no.
Hey,
That's
you
right.
said
Big up Day
the record was popping in one particular club. What club was that?
Yeah.
It was popping?
That's
Lyor. Shout out Lyor.
Shout out
Lyor.
Okay. That's what's up.
Very important.
Very important, man. I'm just telling you, man.
So, N.O.R.E.
Yes.
Let me
Take over, Lyor.
Let me just explain something to you. First of all, I'm humbled to be here.
Oh man.
I'm always mesmerized
Right.
when someone actually wants to hear
Here, you.
my words.
Nah,
I'm humbled.
He imitates you. That's how much we want to hear your words.
I don't take it for granted, N.O.R.E. So, bravo to you.
Thank you.
Bravo to you.
Yes.
Bravo to your whole crew. Let's
That's
hear.
right.
Come
That's
on,
right. Let's make
crew.
some noise. We also got Lord Jamal in the building.
Yeah,
we got history.
And Joe, J Dope. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I must say, you're busy being born. And the fact that you are understanding the new digital era.
That's right.
That this is a powerful radio station and you don't need a signal.
Exactly.
You decided to get some fucking champagne and some liquor and get your man here and do a podcast. The amount of influence and power that you have by your voice, your interviews, and your perspective is just fabulous.
Because you know what it is, Lyor? See, a lot of media has never been a part of the culture. So this is now people reporting the culture from inside the culture. It's like if Jordan, well, you know, compare myself to Jordan, but maybe
it's okay.
Yeah, okay. Maybe after Jordan plays the game, if Jordan is interviewing the artist, it's like some people consider it cheating, but it's about time real niggas found a way to cheat. Let's make some noise. Yeah, it is cheating. I know I chose. But listen, if I had a 19-year career, and I wasn't being cool with everybody, like it all makes sense now. Like I always kept great relationships. I like to tell
Most
people
definitely.
thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Liles and
gracious.
Lyor helped change my life.
Gracious. How about that? It's
you know what
gracious.
I'm saying?
It's gracious.
And so you can come to us now. We know you did Rap Radar. It was a mistake. But, it was a mistake. They was boring. You almost fell asleep there. They boring guys. Don't worry about it. But let's make some noise for you being here. Because we got Kevin Liles and Lyor together. I'm sorry, Elliot. You know I just got to take it. You know they number 3. They're down there. You know. They mad that, you know, a guy who never went to college is running their job better. But who cares, though? But listen, man. You guys have been. I love this DMX story where DMX jaw was broke, and he rhymed for you, and you still knew he was a star with his jaw wired.
Yep. And
you got see-through vision. Like how you knew that?
Every rapper. So the real story was I drove up to Yonkers with Irv because he wanted us to hear him. By 2:30, he still wasn't there, and the Rough Riders were trying to present every Tom, Dick, and Perry. They had the Pizza Man spit 16. Don't worry, he's on his way. Okay, but we got the Pizza Man here. Finally, X showed up, mouth wired shut, obviously in pain, and started rapping, and all the rappers, the Pizza Man, ran out the door.
They laughed.
They just got shook. And I like to say, if my mother was there with me, she would have said, "That's the one."
Right.
It's that obvious. The air changed when he walked in the room.
Even with the jaw wire.
Even with the jaw wire. It was special.
Wow.
It was special.
Wow.
Oh, I got the hair on my back of my neck just stood up.
And then was it your idea to say, I'm going to drop 2 albums this year?
I think it was Kevin's idea.
No,
I'm not taking all the fucking down for that shit.
No, it was definitely Lior's idea, and I'll tell a story for him. DMX didn't put out an album; he changed culture.
Yes, he did.
That first album changed culture.
Yes.
So part of being a good person is to ride the wave, and a lot of people don't know. X had 100 records.
Right.
X felt rapping was his job.
Right.
X felt I wake up every day and I'm gonna do 3 or 4 songs, 5 or 6 songs. He took it. A lot of people, now X crazy. We know that's our guy. You know.
Yeah.
But his work ethic when it came to doing music, he got a Bible. X got a Bible of good and bad, right or wrong, and so the world was ready for it. And Lyor said, you know, let's show them why we them and they not us. They can't do what we do. And X came out, but then a lot of artists kept trying to do it after that.
Nobody was successful with it. It's Drake.
Yeah, I'm going to give you some real. You want the inside?
Yeah,
inside?
we want the inside.
Yeah. I'm going to give you the inside. I was about to give up the game.
Let's do it.
I was about to retire.
What, from an X? For that?
No, just before X, I was about to retire. Puffy made everything Technicolor and shiny,
Right.
and Bad Boy was running shit on the shiny Technicolor shit, and Def Jam represents black and white and shades of gray. And I looked at my crew and I said, man, I don't think I can contribute anymore.
Right.
And then I found X just when Puffy made the locks Technicolor,
Right.
and that's when I knew I had to pull out on him and start shooting. Okay, I carried in my breast pocket a black and white photo of the album cover, a Polaroid. It was X, black and white. You remember that?
Yes, yes.
And I said, this is the reason why I'm still gonna do this, because I was so infuriated of what they did to the locks. Remember?
Yes,
the
I
locks
remember.
are street
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yes.
And they turned them into some high Technicolor shit. And that was when we said enough is enough. And that's when X came on the scene.
Because I remember even the video, the first video looked like nobody cared. It looked like Hype Williams messed it up.
We cared so
much.
bad.
No, but what I'm
Right.
saying, it was so authentic. It was like
underground footage. Yeah,
at
nah,
that
yeah,
time,
yeah.
videos was costing.
Yeah.
It was costing, and for them to have the record was exploding, but the video was black and white.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is
But that was
Jam
dope.
doing? They got
Yeah.
they got a scheme, and then the whole thing came out. But that was awesome. That was amazing.
He X, and shout out to Irv guy.
Right.
X. I remember we was doing 4, 3, 2, 1, and Irv would say, "Yo, X got to go on that record." You know, it was LL, Redman, Method Man,
Right.
and so I had to go talk to everybody. Sorry, and
Wow.
when he said, "Stay out the door," everybody looked around and said, "Jesus Christ!" It was nothing you knew at that moment. You know what I mean? He was the next, and you just imagine all those Todd being the original
Right.
b-boy to Math at that time and Red at that time to this kid. Stay out the door. It was-
Hey, listen, N.O.R.E., we're gonna have to do this under, multiple sequences, man.
Yeah, 'cause we bouncing. You got a long
Let's-
career.
I got a long career here. Day Day's gonna be in the spot for a long time. Kevin's not going anywhere. So invite us back and we'll come back and chop it up with you and give you some more stories. Okay, N.O.R.E.?
yeah, but can I say one more thing?
Are we
before
cutting
go?
this short? Is
No,
that what's
is that
happening?
short?
No,
Shit,
no,
what the
it is-
fuck
no,
you want,
We
man?
need a little bit more.
You want more?
We need a little more. We didn't even pop a bottle yet.
What?
Yeah,
Well, then hurry up.
It's not a radio interview.
It's
not a radio interview.
Hey, real quick, you said that Russell was an intern for someone. Who did he intern for?
Russell,
That's
all
what
of
I'm-
us started from the bottom.
Right,
That-
that's what you meant, okay.
Yeah, because him and Rick, were partners and everything. But I wanted to say something you didn't even notice, N.O.R.E. The first thing you said today was not about your record, not about how hot you are or anything.
Right.
You said you gotta listen.
Gotta listen.
And to just add a little addendum to listening.
You said redendum? I never heard that word. That's hot.
A little
That is hot.
addendum.
Okay, use that word.
I wanna honestly say, like, when you
Trying
find
to get on Snapchat too. That's right.
when you find an artist,
doing here?
when you find an artist that does listen, you willing to do anything. For it was nothing I couldn't call you and get you to do.
That's right.
And it was nothing that you can call me and get me to do. In this moment right here, Data, let's appreciate it coming from somebody that had it every which way. You know what I mean? That you can have ups, downs, rounds. I remember we were doing the Nothing record, and I said, yo, we need to put more of that. And I had to go convince him. You go to the fucking studio and you convince him to make it.
You're right. You're right.
Fantastic.
You're
And,
right.
and that's the realness of it. And I'm just,
You want some champagne, Cal?
I want to say this.
Go ahead.
Speaking of that quote, you just what he was speaking on, like Kevin Lyle told me that.
Right.
And you remember that when we was in the label? You know, it was like all you gotta do is listen. So, like I tell all my friends
want a
that
glass, Leo?
from now, like all my
go.
friends that be
We got
around me.
Lyor, Kevin Lyle's drinking. I'm sorry, Day. I got my goal.
Leo is drinking right now.
Oh, you want me to do the French way? Hold on. Let me show you. I learned this in France. You know what I'm saying? I got class.
That's how rich people do it.
Yeah. That's how they do it in France.
I haven't been to France yet, but I will be.
So, give me that. You already got a drink there?
Listen. I want to propose a toast.
Yes, please.
I want to propose a toast to. Let's make sure that we get out and vote.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, because you want to know about fucking up the game. If we don't go out and vote, it's going to be problematic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about it last night with Jesus.
So
Very
here's
important.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
So
Vote. What the fuck's up with you guys?
So this is.
We got Trump supporters now.
No, not with me. Not
Shout out
with
to
me.
Ramon. What up, Ramon?
But listen, because this is something that's very important to me. Because you guys are obviously where I want to be. But how do you
Be careful for what
how
you
do
wish for.
Yeah. But how do you guys make have a great career, make this money, but still have the same drive? Like I don't want to rap no more because I'm not doing it 100% no more. So I've got to do other things. So I choose not to spit rhymes no more for now. So if you see me in 5 months with an album, don't tomorrow. I'm just saying it's my first love. It's my first love. But you guys seem like I did a call with Lyor recently, and I called him a mogul, and Lyor said, "The mogul is cool, but I like to be called a servant." Like that thing. That struck our audience. Everybody kept hitting us and saying, "Lyor wants to be called a servant," but
Something else though. Humble
servant. Like,
servant.
how do you guys be so successful, have these accolades, but still have the same drive?
So, I love what I do. So I have no interest. I remember when I sold Def Jam, and I sold it for a big number. The next week, I was on a plane to a convention in Miami, and the whole plane was full of people going to convention. And I walked down the hallway just dapping people up, saying, "What up, what up, what up?" And they all looked at me and said, "Didn't you just get papered up? What are you coming to this convention for? Aren't you supposed to go to a beach somewhere?" And I said, when you think about a beach, it's just a hot, dusty, dirty place. You just want to know that you could go when you can go.
When you want
But
to.
I love doing this shit. It's the thought process that you could go to the beach. I don't sit in the sun in that dusty, dirty beach. But it's a nice imagination to have. What I love doing is waking up every morning, working with my partner, Kevin, working and finding new, wonderful talent like Day Day. I just love being inspired by Raina, who runs our marketing department
God
there.
damn it, big up Raina.
Shout out Raina.
So I guess it's a career versus a job.
Right.
And so I like to continue with doing this thing.
And you too, Kev?
Ditto. But it gets like a little bit more serious to me because, like, you gotta understand, I'm not raising rappers or singers, or these are men
Right.
that have kids
Right.
that have to be influential in their lives.
And most of them don't have fathers.
And
so
most
you
of
guys,
so
Yeah.
you're I done been called
Yeah.
uncle, dad,
Yeah.
all that kind of
course,
shit before.
course.
And so I look at it as with success comes more responsibility.
Right.
So I wasn't raised by myself. So anybody, if I get money with you, you're gonna have a different kind of respect for me when I tell you some grown man shit. You know what I mean? So to me, I think really our responsibility is to give you guys a platform and an opportunity and support and conversation and just stewardship to be better people, in life. So it's not, I'm not a record exec. I'm just I'm somebody who is a life changer. I really, if you get with us, we're gonna change your life.
Right.
You're gonna be a better man.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
true.
say you're gonna sell 1 million records,
Right.
but you definitely will be a better man.
But I remember one point when Lyor had left and went to Atlantic, and you were still kind of like in Def Jam, and it was like the L.A. Reid thing. And I remember having a meeting with you, and I was saying like, and you was like, nah, everything's gonna be all right, everything's gonna be all right. But I knew you was lying. Like I knew you was like lying to me, but like in a good way. Like, look, N.O.R.E, we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. I'm not working with this guy, but I can't say that to you. Like I know that was a weird period for you, was it? Because
LA is a friend.
but wasn't there.
No, he always was. I got an award for Song of the Year in 1996 with
Not for
LA.
Milli Vanilli, right? You wrote
Yeah,
Milli Vanilli.
yeah,
Let's make
so-
some noise
yeah.
for Milli Vanilli. What song was it again?
I want to go there. Why do I want to go
Please,
back?
please, no,
Girl, you know it's true. Yeah,
Girl,
girl,
you
yeah.
know it's true. So I look at every time I listen to the record now, I'm like, my nigga Kevin. They ain't shit. He wrote it, but go ahead. I'm sorry, Kevin.
So the thing was, and again, this was grown Kevin. I had the house. When Lyor left, I had the house. It's my house.
Right.
But the landlord gave him the keys. Now,
Kev, it was always your house.
I like this talk.
So what I'm not going to do is allow an industry to put me in a position, or put LA in a position where the house would get destroyed and divided. I love Def Jam too much. I love the people there too much. It was no way that I was going to let, let's put them in a cage and see what happens. I ain't doing that. I ain't that guy.
I just want to point out this is the most women we ever had at Drink Champs. That lets you know Lyor and Kevin Liles is still out here. They still out here doing the right thing. Doing the right thing. I'm sorry, Kev. You know.
Nah, shout out to women. No, sorry. Rain, I didn't say that. So what I felt was, and I said, LA, listen, the best thing for us to do is to have one voice, one way, one mission. And I would like that for it to be yours. I can't do. I'm not gonna do that to something we love. Now, a lot of people were like, "You shouldn't have did that." You know, blah blah this, and they wanted me to whatever. But I couldn't talk to my man. My man was non-compete, all that kind of shit going on with him. So, to me, it was more so about what's best for Def Jam.
Right.
And I thought one way, one thought, was best for Def Jam, and that's why I left. I never no ill will. That's a falsehood.
Right.
Me and LA, even today, we all 100. You know what I mean?
All right. Now, how do y'all feel about Def Jam now? Do you ever look at it and be like, or do you look at it and be like, that's what the fuck they get?
How about this? How you look at it? And we leave it at that.
I look at y'all like y'all Def Jam still. Like I'm caught in the time zone. Like when I think Def Jam, I think you, Lyor, Russell. Like you know what? Let me tell you something. 170 Varick. Am I saying this correct?
160.
160 Varick saved so many rappers' lives. Let me tell y'all something. And this I have never said this publicly. But 160 Varick was a place where it was Def Jam. It was when I first got to, started going to Def Jam. But they had Rush associated labels in there. They had the Violator. So you didn't have to actually be on Def Jam, but you can roll dice in 160 Varick. You can get your hair cut in 160 Varick, and you can also buy weed in 160 Varick. So artists didn't have to hang out on the streets. Like yo, you think about it. When you first get signed, you get a check. But there's nothing that makes you that person that you just sold to them that you are. Right. So you're still streets, and that's why so many people get a check and then they catch a case because they still in the streets. But that place right there gave artists a place to get the fuck out the hood, but still kind of be hood, because you can buy weed there. Let's make some noise for that.
For the record, in my next life as a politician, I don't know what he's talking about or anything. But I want to say one of Lyor's points were let's create an environment that was about art. We always
that environment was done on purpose.
No. Was it done on purpose? The outlay, how everything was, management, records, everything was together.
You see Onyx right here. You see Method Man.
Listen, it was crazy. I remember a time it was me, Redman, LeBron James, Mello, Scarface, Ludacris. You never know. People came, no matter where they were, they just came. To hang out. I mean, video Madden challenges. We there to 2 or 3 in the morning. It was just a place where people, and that's just something. Lyor has always wanted us to not felt like we was working, but felt like we was communion. Being in a community.
Because then when y'all went to the other building, it felt corporate. Like
it was. We sold the company. It was.
Oh,
corporate.
that's right. That's right. It makes sense.
It was corporate.
Oh, so when 160 Varick, that was when it was still all
independent.
That makes sense. But I just want you guys to know, you saved a lot of rappers' lives, maybe indirectly or not, or straight up directly, because that was a hangout at one point. That was the place. Like I was on Violator. They would be like, "Yo, just come 160 Varick," and I'm talking about. Every artist, Wu-Tang would be up there. They was on Loud, but they would still be up there. You know what I'm saying? And it was like. And when I got older, I was like, yo, they curated the hood that was in Manhattan. It was in the city for us. That shit was the illest environment. We need to make a documentary about that. We'll cut you in. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, 300. I heard you guys' desks are in the middle of the whole, you guys, like that's front line shit. Why do you guys want to, was it motivation?
So here's the thing. We never felt like outwardly facing things were representative of our influence and our power. So we are very understated. Period. The office you referred to was comfortable, but it was understated. It was homey. So rock, paper, scissors, we go for the homey and not for the flashy. We want people to come in and recognize that work is getting done.
Right.
Not that we're putting our feet up on very expensive desks. We want all the money to stay on the screen.
Right.
We don't want to waste money by, trying to act important because we have flashier offices or bigger cars. We're past that. We're in the rubber band stage. Okay?
Putting the money in the work. Yeah, put it in the streets.
Rubber band stage. I'm taking that. That was good. So now, Young Thug. I want to speak about Young Thug because at one point it kind of seemed like Young Thug was actually on Baby's Cash Money. Then he seemed like he was with Gucci Mane, and then he seemed like, and it was like when you stepped in, it kind of made him. It seemed like he's whole now. It seemed like you was the right choice. Now, was he originally signed to 300 from the beginning?
He was signed to Gucci. And Gucci signed his action to us. And we didn't feel that we needed to run around, and it wasn't critical to us that everybody knew and had to know.
Right.
When I went to the Red Parrot.
This is real old school New York shit. Continue.
When Fat Cat came and he sat in that corner, he didn't
just bring up Fat Cat.
He didn't advertise that he was Fat Cat. But and it's more powerful. Who's that guy in the corner? That's Fat Cat. So I like when people put our name in their mouth because of the understated thing that we got going. It's silly when I see people rolling with big security guys, big stupid security guys. The first ones to run. The first ones to run. Okay? It's that little guy. It's that little guy you got to be worried about, right, Jamal?
Look at Twin.
It's a little guy that you got to be worried about.
You gonna spill it now that you said that? Okay, all right. This is my friend Twin. He went to Vegas with $80 and came back with 20. He's the brokest. Boy, he got a good heart. This is my nigga, brokest, richest guy I know.
I want to say, Lyor, big up Famous Dex and big up Rich the Kid. They work
Thank you.
very hard.
Thank you. Yeah, they are. They are.
Shout out to Rich.
Pour some.
Shout out to Dex.
Come on,
QC.
So and now 300 is it a 360 based company, or people can get down with 300 and have
Like
a grandfather
contractually,
deal?
360? Like
We believe in 360. We want to be partners, not. We don't want to open up the barbecue restaurant and then you start selling barbecue sauce out the back.
you want to be involved in everything.
We want to be involved in everything.
But there is the negative connotation to the whole.
We don't care about the connotations. We don't pay any attention to the connotations.
No, because we go to work.
Right. That's
We're
why
show
it
up.
has a negative, because people
No,
will not do the
no,
work.
it has a
for the
negative.
other
It
end of
has a negative connotation because no one did it before us.
Right.
So that's why it has a negative connotation. And you know, the reality is, we want to be just partners. You know, if we're going to invest our capital, our sweat equity. If you ask me, I'm going to open up a restaurant and I need some capital. What do you think the capital usually represents? 50-50?
Yeah,
50-50,
which
right?
your ownership.
Now imagine if I wasn't just capital, you came to me and said, you know, I don't know anything about the restaurant business. You know about the restaurant business, but I got this great idea. So not only am I putting up capital,
capital, yeah.
I'm putting a sweat capital
Yeah.
too.
Right.
Time is money.
You know,
Your efforts.
so I want to be, if it's successful,
Right.
and everybody loves the barbecue, then we go together and say, let's make some
definitely.
barbecue sauce.
I like
And
We've been doing it for. Sorry to interrupt you. We've been doing it forever with with the right artists. They always wanted us to be.
Because essentially, it's like your management. It's not only like
Booking, everything, yeah.
We listen. Even with young boy, I care who he's opening for. What time is he going on? That's not that. Most record people don't.
Yeah.
By the way, most of them don't even show up.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Just you being here.
But, you know what I
already
mean?
is
So
a part of that.
So the reality of it is the conversations we have in seed funder, early conversations, but you have to want to be my partner.
Right.
Now, and the label's built to have different kinds of deals for different kinds of people, whether you want to be an entrepreneur, start your own label, whether you want to be a straight artist, but we have to be involved in your life. Fuck rap.
Right.
Fuck fucking singing. We have to be involved in your life. When you wake up in the morning, we want to see that at your fucking table. We want to be on your board of directors.
And now that involves movies. That involves.
I don't give a fuck what you're
anything.
doing.
Yeah.
We done did it. What haven't we really done in any particular way?
Exactly.
Business is business, but at the end of the day, if I'm going to invest in you and you're going to invest in me, then we want to eat with each other.
But LL comes to you right now and says, Kevin Liles, I want to put out a record. And I only trust you and Lyor.
We talk about it. It'd be an honor to put out his record. A fucking honor.
Yeah, we talked
Okay.
about it too, N.O.R.E.
Yeah, he was going into N.O.R.E. I was going into N.O.R.E.
I know he was going. That was a lie. I know he was
You know
going.
why? It's not trust y'all.
Hey,
You know,
listen,
this-
here's the thing. We live in a unique world of digital distribution.
Yes.
So I don't have to go so far on the limb to make a bunch of them and then spend a bunch of money to buy that real estate in the record store. So we could get it on in a very inexpensive way that you could test the market in a innocent, honest, but effective way.
I like this talk. This is my favorite one so far. I'm just saying, man. You know, these are you're my
we
guys.
learning here.
Thank
I
you.
swear to God,
Thank
because
you. We're big fans of you too.
a lot of CEOs, they talked indirect to me. The reason why I appreciate our relationship with both of you guys is even when I didn't like it, first of all, this is one of the funniest stories was Fat Joe is trying to clear a Ja Rule record, right? So Fat Joe calls me and goes, yo, I'm going to bring the gangsterest people up there and I'm going to see Lyor Cohen, right? I'm like, don't do that, Fat Joe. But Fat Joe does it anyway, right? So he goes, I used to be Santa Claus for Russell Simmons 10 years straight, his kids. So he said he goes to see Lyor and he's like, Lyor, you got to clear the record. And Lyor said, no.
You forgot one other part of it.
Okay.
I tell people, listen, in all due respect, the answer is no.
Right.
And when you open the window up and fling me out the window, and I'm just about to hit the concrete, the answer is still going to be no. So if it was going to be different, then I could understand you intimidating. But since it's not going to be, you're going to have to actually fling me out and find out, and then you're going to end up in jail and fucked up. It's going to be a sad day all the way around.
Doesn't work either way.
And so they know I'm believable. It's not no to get a yes.
Right.
It's a no because it's no. It's with respect no.
Right.
You know?
Right. And that's what makes you guys hands down. That's what the longevity you guys are having is a direct effect through the realness that when artists, when you tell artists when they're younger, like there's so much things that you guys both have taught me, and I probably acted like I didn't listen back then, but I apply to my everyday life. Like I don't apply math to my everyday life, but I apply things that you guys taught. Like the first time when me and Lyor tried to do business, he said to me, "What are you doing today?" I said, "A pun video." He said, "I'll be there." Hung up. Nigga never asked for no information. Nigga never asked what state, what city. He said, "I'll be there." And I was like, get the fuck out of here. And an hour later, he pulled up, and you pulled up with Ja Rule. It's the first time I ever met Ja Rule, who's one of my best friends right now. And he pulled up with Ja Rule in a town called
Say what
Smoking.
up to Ja Rule.
That's
for
my
me.
man. But why, when you want something, you just you find no way in the way you get what the hell you want?
I don't know. That's pretty obvious answer. You know, it's. I think that I'm a hard worker. I was raised right. Shout out to my parents.
Shout out to your parents.
And my family. And I don't want to ever embarrass them or embarrass my family. And let me put it to you this way: you're never going to go in the locker room and say, "What the fuck happened to you? You didn't show up." I'm the right person. If you have time, I'll tell you the real
have
story.
time. Come on, please.
So you know how funny my accent is, and you know how my name is spelled. So when I touched down in America, and I was in a public school, an after-school program, they were choosing baseball teams, and motherfuckers chose me last. Because of my funny name and my funny accent. But I caught every fucking ball and I put everybody out the last time I was called last. So that's why I just have to work harder. I'm not that intelligent. I'm not that, I don't have insane gift, but I'm ready to put it on people and work very, very hard.
We need
Be
a
honest.
Lyor Cohen's movie, man. We just need the Lyor Cohen's movie, man. I'm funding it, man. Let's make something up. I can see it right now. I want to take it from the Run DMC days. Because, like, can you give us a Run DMC story? Because you was their road manager,
Yes.
right?
I need all
They
them
was
stories
never,
from back then.
they were never on
proud.
Def Jam.
I'm proud. The thing that I use every single day, more than anything, was my road manager, my road experience. Like Kevin was referring to the road. My road experience separates me from all those other people I compete with every day. So we have so many stories from going up to Detroit and witnessing the Young Boys to Long Beach when all shit broke out and we're on the nightly news, the Live Aid and performing in front of that historic show. So many beautiful stories, but I guess the biggest and most important story that tells you the fabric of who I am and the fabric of what we represent. And remember, we represent the blue collar, the hardworking, is when we were selling 2 Joe Lewis's back to back, 2 Gardens back to back, the Spectrum back to back. Our clique on the road was 5.
That's it.
Joey, D, J, Ronnie Ray, and Lyor. We didn't have an entourage, big security guards. We carried our own luggage, and before the curtain dropped and the music was finished, we're in the car on the way to the next city. So, when I look at all these new rappers with their, 50 people entourage and these big security guards that all you have to say is boo and they start running. It's like clowns.
Lyor got beef with security. I like that. I like that. I like that.
And so that's the greatest story is we never missed a gig in 3.5 years.
You told me that once. I
Okay?
remember.
One night we did 5 shows in 3 different cities. 3 different states. 5 shows in 3 different states. We were mobile. We stayed out of trouble, and we were on to the next city. And that's, we were grateful.
You remember the fish spot we used to eat at, La Pescadou?
Absolutely.
You remember that?
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
That fish soup, man.
That fish soup was so bomb,
healthy.
yo.
Well,
Oh,
watch N.O.R.E's face when I first ordered the fish soup.
yo.
I'm not doing that.
I
You gotta-
swear to God, I'm looking like, damn,
And then
you
I
got
gave
me.
him
I'm
a
not fucking with this.
spoon. I gave him a spoon, and then, boy.
I was turned out from the fish soup spot.
You like this one?
Every
I loved
meeting,
it.
every meeting we had
Yeah.
was around lunch.
Yeah,
Shit,
fish
why is N.O.R.E always booking my meeting around the little French restaurant?
Le Pescadou. No, this one time, right? I thought I was the man because this is when Lyor walks through the door. They say fish soup man, like it was like some big shit. So I started going there a lot. So I wanted to take Lyor out one day, and I was like, yo, and I took care of the bill. Lyor flipped. Was like, yo, hold on. Who are you? You gave him the bill? Call the boss. I got I realized when the person's the man, you gotta let them be the man. You can't try to creep up on me. I learned a life lesson that day. Lyor was pissed. Not at me. He was mad at them. Like, this is my spot. I don't care how much he comes here. But remember, I'm the guy who brought him here. All right? Show that respect. This is real shit.
So N.O.R.E, I'm gonna say something before I leave.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for
Kevin
coming.
and Day are going to stay.
No problem.
Okay.
No, we can keep it going.
So here's my thing. So, what's the year? 2016.
Yes, I believe.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't even know either.
I only think about records. I know this is, I'm pre-Sucker MC. So that's how I think about time. Is that 82, 83? I don't know, So, I don't know if you read the recent report
Of the YouTube.
of the RIAA,
Oh, no.
where for the first time in 18 years, the business has grown.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and I'm telling everybody that listens, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to get into a great business, not a good business, and get papered up, get into the music business, the record business. For the last 2 decades, the business has been shrinking and consolidating. So there are no Def Jams, no Islands, no Motowns, no A&Ms, no Chrysalises, boutiques. This is a time for you to cobble together a little capital, because it's not expensive, and find stunning talent and putting them out in the marketplace. This is the moment in time. I've never seen a more fertile business environment as it is today. So your listeners, I know they love the nostalgia and the fun that you guys have, but all jokes aside, I do want to leave you and your viewership with the absolute clarity that what better business that you can go tonight and record someone, ship it the next day all around the world at 0 cost. No manufacturing costs, no shipping costs, no obsolescence, no inventory, no everything. Digital and inexpensive and very efficient. Remember, we used to make videos that cost us money to promote our songs? Now there's a YouTube that you put the video.
Of now. Let's make some noise for Lyor being the chairman. You can,
Yeah.
let's get that out of there too.
You can put a video up and get paid for it. Wow. So I'm just saying, man, I'm tired of the highly concentrated industry. Now is the time. You may be too late if you keep waiting to get this paper. There's a lot of paper out here. And this is a great business, and I want you and your consumers to recognize how great of a business this is.
You enjoy streaming? You think streaming is...
Streaming is such a friendly and wonderful consumer proposition. All the world's music for $10 a month, and it's the first iteration. My daughter doesn't want to hear classical music or African music.
Right.
She likes the pop hits. Maybe as we iterate that business, her bill would be $3 a month, and she only gets the top hits. So it's just the infancy. You know that streaming is only at 2-3% penetration. So just imagine when it's 50% penetration.
Right.
So don't have just Kevin and I be the only papered up motherfuckers out here.
That's right.
Okay, we don't want to be by ourselves. We
Right.
want other people to hang out with.
Right.
We want other people to seize the opportunity of this environment and start creating new special companies that, you know, are culturally significant and healthy for artists and creators. So
That's
thank
so
you.
beautiful, man. That is so beautiful, Lyor.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank
You're
you.
in good hands with Kevy Kev.
Before you go, we got to take a picture, though, before you
Okay.
go.
Come on.
Yeah. Mid-interview, don't stop nothing. Leave it.
Okay.
We want our
He
fans
said
to know that
mid-interview.
we're unprofessional. No, we're drained. Oh, okay. 300 crew.
Okay. Thank you.
What?
Come on, Revolt. Where's Revolt camera?
Everybody right there, we're good. 1, 2, straight this way,
Thank you so much, Lyor.
Is Joe's Stone Tab open yet?
Of course, I know my people. You want me to make a call for you? My people, you know what I mean?
That's like picking up chocolate.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 10 more minutes. Come on. Come on, thank you, Kev. Come on, I needed you by yourself anyway. You know you brought Rap Radar out the dirt. You know they was dead before you got on their podcast. You helped them out the dirt, Kev.
Stop it.
You did.
Stop it.
That's why I called you immediately in the morning. I said, hold up. So Kevin Liles, my
what up,
man, Baltimore's finest. Yo, so Kev, and I know we touched on it a little bit earlier.
Can you
but,
move to this one? Actually?
Yeah, I'll do whatever.
Yeah, but the love for the game has to. What, Lord Jamar bounced? Yeah. Oh, damn. I was about to tell him to come in. But how many years have you been in the game, Kev?
32.
And you still love it the same way? Or sometimes you wake up and be like, this
Yeah, you gotta
this
want
ain't
to take
it.
a break sometimes.
My critical moment was when I left Def Jam. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when in 2009 when I said, yo, the business is about to change and y'all making decisions. And Lyr's the chairman. I'm saying, yo, the decisions that we're making, I don't know if I could continue it the same way. You know what I mean? And I said, so I had to go hug some trees. Yeah, we good. Had to go hug some trees, walk on the dirty sand, and I said, I'm out. I let people know I left in 2009. I said, yeah, you know what? I'm good. But then, you know, the whole Trey thing happened, and you know, his manager was one of my interns.
You talk about Trey Songz.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he said, yo, I gotta fire my manager. I said, yo, that's my man. Why you gonna fire him? You should really work it out. And so he said, yo, I need you to be my manager. I said, yo, I'm not doing that.
And you like that groundwork more, like management? Do you enjoy it?
No, you gotta understand, N.O.R.E, I enjoy being beside talent. I enjoy being beside brothers. When shit go down, you know, go down. I just enjoy being around and next to people. You know what I mean? So to me, I don't know how to. I really was where I got lost. I'm sitting in the Ivory Tower. All I had to do was go around the country and fix problems. But I tell you, we should sign this artist named Chris Brown. And you say he's not going to be a star. I can't do. I don't know what the hell you're
Oh
talking
yeah, I remember because Tina Davis.
I said no names about nothing.
I remember.
But my girl managed him. I said, yo, we should sign him, and you don't want to sign him. Then I tell you, yo, Rick, shout out to Rick Ross. Yo, Rick
Wow.
is one of those.
Oh, you had Rick Ross too early?
y'all, you don't want to continue with, it was at that moment, and you want me to stand next to motherfuckers putting their feet over their head, and I don't know none of the shit. I don't know what, that shit I don't do.
Right.
So my thing was I wanted to be with art, and so when I left, it was like I had to find myself, and really at the end of the day, I can't go anywhere.
Right.
Because even to this day, I still talk to Todd. I still talk to Hove. I still talk to X. I still talk to Jock. I still talk to your silly ass.
That's right. I'm your nigga.
At the end of the day, so I don't know how to get out of it because it's in me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a former artist, a DJ. When I was the president of Def Jam, I had 1200s in my office. Everybody noticed. So we used to fuck around and just hang out and I'm just blessed, Pop. I'm just blessed.
Gotta be twin. Can't even be mad when you find out it's twin. You like, damn, he got $80 in his pocket. He fucked up.
He good. He be all right.
You got 20? All right, but he got a good heart.
All right, good. We give him a tip. We give him a tip. Yeah.
Yo, Kevin Liles, man, I really appreciate you coming, hanging out with us because you guys are so important to the culture. I love what you guys are doing at 300 because I just love the fact that you guys can make all this money, have all this success, and then still want to be the people that helps the artist push forward. And that could, because at the end of the day, it could have been like, oh, it's just all about us, fuck y'all. But it's like, you guys is like I know these artists don't know who you are. And that's what it, like, for instance, like if Melly Mel put me on or KRS-One put me on, it's like, all right, cool. You know exactly who he is, whatever. But Kev's history is so rich. Lyor history is so rich, and they don't really bring it up. It's not like they go to the artist and be like, you know, I made such and such and such and such. They don't really live on the past, like they said. So I know that's why I gave that love to Day Day, because I'm like, yo, listen, if you listen, because it's gonna come a time, like, I just keeping it real. I don't give a fuck who you are. Nobody, there's not a book that say, yo, you got 0 account in your account today, and then tomorrow you got 420,000. And how to act after that 420,000 clears. Like, you know, when it's pending, you looking like, oh shit. Like, is it coming? But when it fucking really clears, you like, I got 400 and I could really do some shit, and then you stop listening to them because you think you did it on your own. Right. I mean, that's artist syndrome 101. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because it might happen to you 2 or 3 times. Yeah. It happened to me 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I've been fucking up. You know what I mean? Penalty, then shut the Tommy Boy, then Def Jam. You know what I mean? And Def Jam was like playing for the Yankees at that time. Like, it was truly like playing for the Yankees. It was like I said, like, I never went on tour that many times. Like, Kevin Liles came to me and was like, look, motherfucker, we here, but we need to be here. And you might not see your family for the next 2 months. You can fly them out, though. Fly them out, but that does that still exist in hip hop?
I'm glad you brought. Every year we put out a new artist tour. We put out Young Hustle tour last year. Now we're dropping Birth of a New Nation tour with Shy Glizzy, Day Day, and PNB Rock. Goes out in November.
Big up PNB Rock.
Yeah, we always gonna invest in the street, because what I hope to find in the city is the next N.O.R.E, the next PNB Rock, the next Shy Glizzy, the next Day Day. And we go to every city. I don't just invite fans, I invite hustlers, I invite artists, I invite whoever making noise in the town. Come out and hang out with us, but you're gonna look at my shit and you're gonna tell me how I'm gonna break my shit in your marketplace, and we're gonna get money together. And that, to me, you get no better than that, because again, like, Day Day's still growing, so he don't really know how to engage like N.O.R.E. Like, I want N.O.R.E to fuck with him more. You know what I mean? I want him to.
I want to run your artist development department.
You know
That's right. Give me a job at 300.
You don't have to ask nobody. You don't have to ask nobody. I ain't asked nobody for nothing since '84. Let's do it. Okay. But I'm saying, like to me, I want people. The reason we do this tour, because I want young artists to know that we believe that through touching your fans, you become art, not just a record. Right. And that's the difference. We're not with pop music like that. You know what I mean? We got to get out on the street. We have to be in the street.
Because I feel like that too. Because I feel like a lot of times these artists don't have training. Like, they don't have somebody like me. Like I remember seeing Young Thug go to Sirius Satellite, and I remember seeing like him saying, "Yo, I'm gonna play the record," and then Lyor going to Sway and going to his ear, and I was just like, people don't care that much no more. Like y'all the only company that fucking cares like that. Like,
You know, shout out to Atlantic Records. I think Kaz and Julie cares too.
Okay,
You know,
yeah,
so
yeah,
we
big
give them a pass, but
Yeah.
fuck it. All right.
so man, yo, Kevin Liles, what's up? Oh, Jadakiss came in. Look, you straight from the gym. Look at this nigga. Yo, hold on. How you look like you coming from the gym and you drunk? How you both, Jadakiss? Yo, Jadakiss is both. Come over here on the mic, Jadakiss. Yo, Kiss out of control out here. Jadakiss.
Right, so I can pass up. Hold on, I want to say something about Kiss real quick.
Yeah.
So part of our culture, even if you weren't signed to Def Jam or 300 or any of that shit,
Drink Champs, Kiss, I'm sorry.
any of that shit going on, if you hip hop, you respect hip hop. I could call Kiss and say, "Yo, this is what I'm thinking. This is what this is what I need." But he can call me too, and he can check me and say, "Yo, why y'all do that?" And that to me is when you talk about true motherfuckers, real people. This dude right here, he knew. And by the way, show up. You ain't got to worry about homeboy. And remember I told you about Evolution? He's not a rapper. He's a man. Y'all got to stop like giving titles to real people like that. You know, this guy's a man. He's gonna go around and influence lots of people through his music, through his love, through his art, and that to me, he belongs in the Smithsonian Institute. My nigga.
That's Jules. That's love right
That
there.
was love.
Coming
That was
from
love.
Cat.
That was. Yeah, we gotta do a
Did
show
you know
called.
he wrote the Milli Vanilli?
Yeah, we gotta do that.
I didn't know that. He wrote the Milli Vanilli song, baby. I don't know that.
I'll see you later. We'll be out here, right?
Yeah.
I'll hit you up later. Yo, Kiss. Hold on. Where you going, Nick? Oh, take a flick. Okay, all right, my bad. You doing rock? You see, we got them in the executive room. We had the executives. You know what I mean?
Kiss, jump in, Kiss.
All right, I need it right here, please. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
One time,
Alright, yo.
One more time. Oh, shit. Yo, where's the last one? Got it. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
All right. Yo, love, stay safe, yo.
Thank you so much, my brother. So classic. Jay the motherfucking Kiss, what's going on, my brother?
What's up, baby?
Did we just rob beats together? No, you went for the real robbery.
he got a couple bags.
Yo, you had a listen. I came back with a bag. He came back with bags and the plug.
And Lee's trying to hold it. Lee, don't get too attached to my bag.
Yo, what? You got my Haz. You got my shit. I'm watching you. Yo, what's going on, Kiss? Why, yo, you know what I thought about the other day? I said we got to do not a reality show, but like a scripted show. Everybody loves Jadakiss.
Set it up. You got the connects right now.
I know. Let's keep that on the low. Hold on, let's keep that on the low right now.
It's a snap.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Unlock it.
Yeah, okay. This is Twin. You know Twin, Jadakiss?
I seen him.
He the brokest
He's
nigga.
seen me everywhere.
He the
No
brokest
doubt.
nigga that we got down with us, but he got a good heart.
No.
He got a good heart. Hold on, you want to do this?
Seen Jada and N.O.R.E on TV to being here in person live. Nah,
and you
consider
drunk.
my friends, and I'm
You
drunk.
know you ain't allowed on my mic, nigga.
All up on your mic.
Now I'm kicking out the mic every episode.
Let's get your life together, man. Let's get your life together. Yo, Jadakiss, man, you just got off the Bad Boy tour.
Yeah, you just came off the Bad Boy tour. It was a great family reunion. Great, you know what I mean. Everybody's in a great space. It went very successful.
Yesterday, I seen something very interesting. We was at the college spot. Big up the college. He got his own CHAMPS.
Champs
sport.
inside the studio.
And I walked into a conversation. It was you and Mace there. And Mace is like, I'll do your shit, but I ain't going to the Breakfast Club. And I was like, he was like, because I be wanting to fight. Did Mace say he be wanting to fight?
That was his exact words. His exact words was, I be wanting to fight, and niggas don't be wanting to fight.
Don't be wanting to fight. I ain't gonna fight. I said, hold up. I said, Mace is crazy. I think Mace, he about that life on the low. You think so?
Mace.
What, him and
got some-
Charlamagne got beef or something? Is
I don't even know what
trying
that.
to say? Oh, okay.
It probably was.
Yeah.
They probably don't talk too kindly of him up there or something. I don't really know what his Breakfast Club discrepancy is, but we heard him say he'll do the Drink Champs though. And
That's
not
right.
the
Big up
Breakfast
Mace.
Club.
We want you here. You can fight whoever you want over here. It's okay. We don't mind. Nah, I'm just playing, mates. You know, I seen him at SDK the other day. We sat there, chopped it up. Now, it was awkward because I did offer him a drink. Not out of disrespect.
That's what you do.
That's
yeah.
what I do. And he just looked at me like, no. And I was like, oh, shit, I forgot, the whole thing. But I want to big up Mace. I want to big up the Bad Boy reunion tour because I went to see y'all out in Vegas.
Yeah, we had a nice
Y'all said
time,
it was
too.
dope.
And you guys were very professional. Like, I'm talking about everybody. Y'all was on time. Y'all was there before. There was a prayer that happened. Like, that shit was flawless.
Yeah, Diddy, big shout out to Diddy.
Big up to Diddy.
Big shout out to the whole staff. It was really like a theatrical play, that tour. You know what I mean? It was a 90s hip hop medley of, the hits that was made back then, but the structure and the format of it, like he said, was like it's like a play. Like everybody on time, everybody backstage getting mic'd up. It went very successful. It was a good. I actually want to do some more because I'm trying to furnish this new house I just built.
Let's make them noise for that. Jada motherfucking kid. Yo, listen, my nigga K in the building. Listen.
Nominee.
This is a cigarette. Listen. Shit. And ain't nobody credit card in this room, right? It's Revolt credit card. We're gonna smoke and charge it to Revolt. Let's make some noise for that. Ramon trying to act like I don't see him. Ramon trying to act like I don't see him. I see you, nigga. It's going down. Listen, Revolt. Yo, man, I just want to big up Revolt this conference because
definitely
since like Mixed Show Power Summit, I haven't. Even if there has been like fake conferences, I haven't been a part of them. And when I was a part of them or came, it was not put together. Like last night, I just walked through the lobby. I got to see you. I got to see Jim Jones. I got to see Tahiri. I got to see DJ Quicksilver. I got to see SNS.
Clark Kent.
I got to see Clark Kent. Clark Kent's scared because when I'm out, I know Clark Kent stories. You know what I'm saying? He's a little nervous at the drink champ, but we getting your ass on here, Clark. But big up to everybody because that's what the music business. One of the one of the best nights I ever had in my life was when Hot 97 had something called Hot Night Jamaica.
You always tell me that.
And they flew out there. They flew out there, and we had no choice. Like Hove, like this is a true story. Hove, the other rooms was booked, so Hove had to stay in the same hotel as us. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri had to stay in the same hotel. Like we were all in one hotel, and it got a chance for people to meet each other. Like. Right. All right, cool. I want you on the record. You ain't answer, or you wanted me on record, and I ain't answer. Now we just sitting down drinking Red Stripes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you like, and that's what this reminded me of. This music conference. It was like, I spoke to Ja Rule. Ja Rule had flew out here. DMX was out here, and it's like, I think what Revolt is doing is an awesome thing.
Yeah, no, this was missing.
It's an awesome thing. They're bringing it back to the essence. Yeah. You think that's important for us?
Definitely important for us. Is not even important for us. It's important for the culture. It's important for the new artists to know how what we went through and how to structure it and how to network and the bigger picture of this hip hop industry. You know what I mean? Than just being an artist or being a producer. How to get longevity. How to be in it for years. How to build your brand and get your revenue right. You know what I mean?
So when I got to New York and I pulled up to the room, you had Ja Rule and Jadakiss in the same room.
But I'm gonna have to cut you off because nobody asked you.
Yo, come on, huh?
I didn't know what was going on.
I didn't know neither, but for the record, let me just explain this.
Yeah.
What happened was we were supposed to do Ja Rule earlier. And we were supposed to do Kiss at that time.
We were supposed to do. This would really happen.
No, you did the live.
They did the
Yeah, you're right.
I missed it because I had something to do.
Right.
Yeah, then
Well, she can style.
he was supposed to do Ja. Then he like, yo, I'm gonna do you and Ja. That's how it happened.
And that's how it happened. And because of that episode, we got Dog Pound with Tony Yayo. We mixing shit together.
That was the birth of the collabo. The collabo drink chance.
Yeah, the collabo drink chance. And you still on the collabo drink chance because we just
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what, Kiss? You know what the crazy thing is? I want to thank you. I want to thank all the artists because at the end of the day, Style, Chic, just everybody who participated in Drink Chance because me and my partner DJ EFN, we had an idea of what we was gonna do, but we freestyled everything. And y'all could have shut us down. Y'all could have been like, nigga, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Fat Joe was our first episode that we put out. It wasn't the first one we
Kenny
recorded.
Anderson was the first one we recorded.
The first one we recorded was Kenny Anderson. And then, like, I really call my friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like when I ask people if they eat ass or how many abortions they had, like a lot of people can't. got weird? It got weird?
That's when we lose all our advertising.
We lose our advertising. But a lot of people, they can't ask Fat Joe that. You know what I'm saying? They can't, Freddie B's? Jason? Who's that?
Versus Jason.
Oh, Freddie versus Jason. Okay. Yo, Dominican. You right in Dominican.
Nigga, Texas. He got Spanglish, Texas.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Oh shit, the nigga he texted Dominican. Oh shit.
He wrote it in Dominican. He wrote it. I ain't would have said it. That's a special gift. You gotta be special to me, right?
In Dominican.
Yeah.
Let him know that. Not in Spanish. In Dominican. Hold on. I ain't tell you pop that. No. Leave it there. Let it get cold. You can't do that to Jadakiss, man. He's an important nigga. You notice we got the exclusive MIA bottles.
I want to big y'all up. Hold on, DJ EFN. I got to big y'all up from the Drink Champs barbecue. Because somehow the Moet people came to the studio. Gave me the big joint. Yeah, they gave me the casket.
We
I don't know
those-
how that happened. I charge it to y'all. That's the first way I saw one of them joints.
Here's the thing. Like, cause midgets don't want to be called midgets no more.
Small
so
people.
I don't want to
Little people.
But I don't want that word to just go away. So cause that'd be unfair. That'd be unfair. So those bottles of Moet was called midgets. No disrespect to the midget community.
They don't mean that no more.
Cause they don't mean that no more. You know what I'm saying?
On YouTube, I saw that nigga took your bottle. He had to get you another one the next day. He brought you.
Oh yeah, on Yonkers and Yonkers.
Yeah, that was my
What was
man.
that,
That
nigga?
was my man. We just finished winning. That was because it was a tournament on my block that I thought called a midnight basketball tournament, and we had just finished
Y'all
winning
play
the chip.
basketball at midnight?
Yeah, they got
And then niggas get shot in Yonkers. Basketball and bullets. I heard of this tournament.
We won the chip though, and I was over there talking to one of my mans, and nigga just popped my bottle. I mean, the bottle was already popped, but
you got a
somebody
twin?
that don't even drink just started indulging in it. So I had to. Yeah, he my man though, White Mark. He actually got
White Mark?
famous off that. He got about
Big
10
up White
million.
Mark.
My mom's called me one day and said,
Why'd you
"You
flip
pull
on
out a
Mike?
bat on this white boy on the block." I said, "Man, that
You
wasn't
got
about nothing."
my snap? Okay. Oh, no, that's what I'm talking about. You're a good assistant. Just not getting paid this week. I gotta teach you.
next week.
I gotta teach you balance. Level spelled backwards is level. You gotta balance it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But Kiss, what's going on in hip hop? Would you ever think that what's going on like in Philly was even possible? Like, because it's
I
kind
mean-
of sad when you think about it on all sides.
Anything's possible though with this fucking fucked up business.
game.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
anything can happen. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was actually the only discrepancy of the tour, that incident in Philly. That's the only
that's
thing
right,
that
it
ever
happened on the Bad Boy tour.
That was the only thing that happened.
So what happened? So what happened in your opinion? Like,
I mean, I was in my room. I ain't actually see it, but I guess it was some type of altercation with somebody from Meeks Camping and Siegel.
right?
You know.
Man. Yeah. So it's like, you know, when y'all was battling the Rock and even battling the state property, or even G Unit, it felt like there was no hands that, you know what I'm saying, it was put on anybody. So as bad.
No, but not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Those times was realer though, if you ask me, because
Exactly.
it was when somebody could have really got
It felt like that.
put down back then. You know what I mean? So it was like more intense, if you ask me, than
Right.
now with the internet.
Right.
Cause before, when you had a problem, you had to see a nigga or go to the studio.
Right.
Now you can just go on Twitter or
and you
you
can stay in the crib.
Yeah,
and
you can stay in the crib and fight your shit from behind the keyboard. So it's different, but you know.
And they fighting for the camera.
Long as it stays on wax, it's therapeutic for hip hop.
Right.
Once it gets hands on and people start getting
that's something else.
You know, struck vigorously, it can go a different way.
It's a great word. I love that word, vigorous.
We're gonna add it to your repertoire.
No, I got that already. Vigorously and enthusiastic. That shit been in my catalog. It been in my what's it called? Vernacular. Was that 3 big words I used together?
Use them all right now in a sentence.
Yo, what's the other word Taxstone told us?
Conscrewed? No.
What?
No, we took care
Corroborate. No.
Corroborate.
Corroborate. You know we learn words on this podcast, Kiss. Correlate.
Correlate.
So Kiss,
let me hear Lee say that. Correlate. Hit me with it. Correlate.
Yo,
in Spanish that means run.
Just for y'all that don't know, that is Mr. Lee from Star Rock Clothing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here, baby.
I'm telling Pharrell and them they should buy his clothesline. Just put him on. His clothesline is hard.
Yeah, let's do it. But
You know
let's
what
do
I'm
it,
saying? You
baby.
got them juice bars though, Kiss. You just opened up Brooklyn too.
Yeah, shout out to BK. We opened one on Malcolm X.
All right.
Yeah, we working.
Can we get that in Miami? We need to do that in Miami.
We definitely. N.O.R.E. N.O.R.E.'s our film.
I was gonna get in, but then we started drink champs. I was like, it might not relate.
No, it's perfect.
Like,
you need to detox.
We juice
the
up
next day.
in the morning. Yeah, we juice up in the morning. We get drunk at night.
Like mad healthy in the morning, and we not at night.
You know what we fucked up? If we open up a drink champs for life. Right?
Or drink champs for life.
Drink champs for life. So in the daytime, you juice up.
Right.
You will get a little Tiger. But then at nighttime, just Tiger, Gugong, Baji.
All of this,
and all of the foulest liquors in the world. It just bring you under the table.
The bong bongs.
Yeah, you just got to get under the. All right, twin. I like when you do your job. Go ahead, do your job. It's the snap. So Jadakiss, man.
Yeah.
What's going on? So are y'all doing a Juice Bar reality show? I heard something like MTV or something. They greenlit some shit. You and Cameron got some shit, and then also y'all got a Juice Bar shit.
I think we got one in the we in talks with MTV to make something happen.
Oh, niggas really lit up.
You know what I mean?
I thought y'all was playing. Ramon, I ain't got nothing to do with this.
I thought they were playing too.
Look, nigga, I ain't smoking.
It's act like it's Snoop.
It's Jadakiss.
Snoop get the pass
Snoop
in the
get
mouth.
Yo, Snoop gets the they said that? Yeah, y'all motherfuckers. This is loud, nigga. That shit ain't doing nothing. That covering that shit. Fuck it, we smoking live on Revolt, man. Fuck it.
About to get the sprinkler motherfucker going.
Oh man. Hey yo, so look, I just want to throw this out there. The bogey nominees are Mac Miller, Joe Butt, Post Malone, N.O.R.E, and my nigga K. Rose Spies. And listen, a lot of people don't know who K is, but he the bogey nigga of the year. I'ma throw that out there. Come on, shout out to Instagram and all that. Come on.
K Rosewood, baby. Know what I'm saying?
Yo, I stopped smoking.
Mr.
Lee, I stopped smoking for like 6 months, and K didn't talk to me those 6 months.
Yeah, I didn't. That was the new N.O.R.E. I wasn't feeling that.
K was like, I like you, but I love the other nigga. Where the other nigga at?
You know what I'm saying?
That's my nigga K, man. Yo, K, you been.
You know that's his first nominee for anything.
No, we nominating him on the Drink Champs Award. You know we giving Puff. Puff is also nominated for Ass Eater of the Year. We're gonna eat this.
You didn't put Eddie Giggs in there, man.
Eddie Giggs was nominated for Ass Eater of the Year. But K, you know I feel like
Ass Eater of the Year is a crazy award.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. A lot of niggas been hitting me. Like Jack Thriller been hitting me. Like, yo, what's up? Yeah, he like, yo, come on, you know Puff can't win that award over me. And I'm like, whoever nicer to me that night, nigga, you know, we might give it to him. But look, K is a real bogey nigga of the year. For years, I've been seeing this nigga. Listen, and we know what why I want to promote you more, because I see you and Jada together. Y'all loyalty is serious. That's really your friend from the beginning.
Third grade.
Third grade shit. Miss Ebanks class.
Yeah, that's what it's about though. A lot of people don't have that nowadays.
And keep
like,
it
you
a
know
buck.
what I'm saying?
No
That's how
loyalty.
we gonna get blown up. Niggas gotta put
Keep
the
it.
towel under the door and be quiet. Good. But go ahead, K. Come on, talk to him.
Yeah, that's how it is though. You know, loyalty is everything.
Let me tell you something
You know what I'm
about his
saying?
boginess though. Cause he working out, he looking good right now.
Yeah. I gotta get back on my
you
shit.
see on the tread with the bogies.
Yeah,
where the
I keep
water's
my
supposed
bogies
to,
next to
where
me.
the water's supposed to go on the treadmill.
As soon as I get off the treadmill,
beating.
treadmill, I gotta light one up. It's bad, man. On the tread.
I did smoke a bogey after Runyon Canyon. I smoked a bogey during Runyon Canyon.
Going up.
After I got up, I was like,
Yeah.
a bogey mill. I hit a
Me
bogey.
too. I do the same thing.
Playing basketball.
I did. Come on, Ali. Nobody.
That's hard.
Relax.
Check it up. Let me get a light.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's
so
how I
K,
go
man, I want to honor you because you coming up. We still doing the Drink Champs Awards January 2nd for all the people. That's the Hangover Awards. It's the day after New Year's. So we trying to catch
I appreciate
everybody
it,
that's
man.
in Puff House. When y'all leave Puff House, come to the Drink Champs, and we're gonna broadcast this. We dead serious. I forgot Buster is a bogey, our nominee. We have to ask either Eddie Giggs thinks he got it, but we're not sure. I'm just saying. Look. Listen, I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep it real because
claiming that.
I want to give it to Puff because Puff got bad bitches.
Eddie he proposed it to Angela Yee.
Yo, we had Angela Lee on the other day. We was like, this Eddie the ass eater. Angela Lee start getting red. He's like, I'll eat your ass. Like, he offering it to her.
got on one knee.
Yo, it
He's
got
like, hey,
weird.
man, I eat
It got
your ass.
weird. It got weird, Kiss. Yo, we foul niggas over here. Oh, shit. That looked like the police.
You know me, I'm so much in the hood. I was looking for the back door.
Come on, man.
Thought it was Ernie from TNT.
Yo, sit down. Now we putting you on the podcast. Come on. Shawn Prez, you know how much history you got? Nah. Shawn Prez.
Oh, Lord. Darren, what you get me into?
Yeah. Oh, he from Revolt. He know what he doing. He know what he brought you.
I can't even do this.
Yeah, I know the
Let me
CEO
get
of
behind the
Revolt.
scenes.
I know. Sit down. No, Shawn Prez. Come on.
Shawn, man.
Oh,
This is
Lord.
industry shit. This is Shawn Prez, everybody.
Oh.
Ran Bad Boy for 18 years.
Yep.
Still running Bad Boy. He do what he do, like he does what he gotta do around the corner
Go
from the
back
percolator,
with
keeping the
Prez.
percolator high hydrant that with water.
And
That
all
nigga sitting here dressed in all white like he's down with Santeria. What's going on? Shawn Prez, tell these people what's
up,
going
Prez?
on, man.
Oh, we having a good weekend down here. I
Yes.
love what you brothers is doing,
Yes,
man. I
yes.
love it. If I didn't get a chance to say EFN, we go back so far.
Yeah.
N.O.R.E, we go back so far. I
Yes.
love what y'all doing.
Yo, man, and we appreciate you, but we want to show. We like to interview people behind the scenes,
Okay.
Because that's who you are, and you make a lot of things shake and bake. Just to give these people a little bit of history of you and how you perform.
Okay, real quick, who's Shawn Prez? Shawn Prez, go back intern, Bad Boy.
Put that work in. He
90s,
put a
oh my
lot
God,
of work
lot
in,
of
ladies
work.
and gentlemen. A lot.
Right.
Moved on, started my company, Power Moves. You know, was instrumental. You know, and Puff is a wonderful person because as long as you down with Puff and you a hard worker, you always gonna be
good.
part of the system, and that's 100%.
Even if you leave.
Oh, even if you leave, 100%. Like
Yeah,
when I
niggas be
started
like,
my
fuck
company.
Can't
Puff,
leave.
and
You
then-
can leave
yeah.
and still can't leave.
Yeah, exactly. You always gonna have a foot in the door. So when we started Power Moves, like that was the account. It
So
was
Power Moves a marketing company.
marketing
No,
company.
we were the
Absolutely.
account in Miami.
Yeah, in Miami. Like this my guy right here, Eddie.
Right.
Like my guy.
You know he's the ass eater now. He's not Eddie. He's not Eddie, the promotional guy no
Understand something. I said, "What's up to Eddie?" I
Right.
said, "Ed, you looking young." I said, "We got all
Yeah.
the gray hair. You black?" He was like, "Cause I'm eating ass."
ass.
I said,
Eat ass.
"Ed, like
Eat ass. Listen, big up the ass eater.
Can I get my award now?
No, listen, look, Shawn Prez. Just look, cause we doing the Foul Award show. It's called the Foulest Award show ever, right? So we're gonna mock all of the awards, right? So I never spoke to Puff about this at all. Okay, but I mean, obviously
not co-signed.
he might hear about it now. But he thinks he should win Ass Eater of the Year over Puff. I just feel like Puff is an ass. The bad bitches he got, he eat ass at mountains. At mountains.
Prez's face is priceless.
I'm like, what?
Yo, but who you think should get the Ass Eater of the Year?
I mean, if he want to get it, then 100%, Ed. I think you should get that award.
Does Shawn Prez eat ass?
Like, what are we doing there? Like I'm not up for no awards. Like, let's turn this over to the Global Spin Awards.
That means
we had the nominations.
Yeah, Global Spin Awards.
Yeah,
that is your shit. That's right. Let's let the people know Global Spin Awards, award show dedicated to the DJs. We got the award show dedicated to foul shit. But the dedicated. Speak about that.
Global Spin Awards. We recognize the unrecognized, which are the DJs, the most influential guys in the game. You know, who never really got their shot, who never were put up on that platform. So the Global Spin Awards is the Grammys for the DJs, and we did the nominations yesterday, real big. So all the DJs around the country right now celebrating. Social media is going crazy. My man Kiss, you was there last year when y'all came and we had Swiss Beats host last year and gave him, I think it was 50 million records sold. So everybody from Rough Riders came. So I mean, it's a love fest, but it's recognizing to me the most important influences in the game, which are the DJs. Yeah.
I'm ready for my award.
Yeah. You need to get the Great Beard Award or something, something. But y'all knew each other a long time.
Yeah.
Shawn Prez, you're a very instrumental person in this industry, and you know that's what a podcast. That's what we're trying to do here. Is we want to keep our legends alive. Our music so much. The minute somebody does something or somebody, you know, they find out this, we just kill our own legends. That is so bad in our culture. So what we want to do, the purpose of our podcast is to keep our legends alive. And especially the people that's behind the scenes, because we're the forefront as artists, but you know what? An artist ain't shit without 5 people behind him. And sometimes people don't recognize those 5 people behind him in those positions. So that's why we interviewed Lyor and Kevin Liles earlier, because a lot of people, you know, they just think that they're just the check writers when there are a lot more to it. And the same thing with you. It's like, you know, we appreciate you people like that. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate, and we want to look at Jadakiss trying to slide. We see you, nigga.
No, Kiss ain't going
That's
nowhere.
your assistant? You got a nice assistant, man. Listen, you ain't from Yonkers at all. Let's keep it real. You from Dykeman like a motherfucker, right? Come on, my nigga. These niggas got good assistants. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Lyor Cohen and Kevin Liles brung the most females. Is that not accurate?
Yeah.
I mean, they bought the most money too, so it only makes sense. Let's be clear.
Let's make some noise for that. So, Shawn Prez, how did you get started with Bad Boy?
Intern. I did it the way it should be done. You start at the bottom.
Yeah,
That's
no
the way
doubt.
like anything that's handed to you, you don't appreciate it. And when Bad Boy in the early days, and Kiss, I mean, it's 19th Street. The office was the size of this room right here.
Everybody was working their ass off though.
You know, and big shout if y'all don't mind to some of the day one cats, June Balloon, Sharon the Butcher, the whole crew, RC,
Super Mario,
there you go, Super Mario, where you at? Yeah, like those are the guys who brought me in and gave me my platform. Then, you know, moving forward, we had guys like Malcolm Miles, all these dudes who really put work in the game to get Bad Boy to where it was at. There you go.
Capricorn Clark, she was there in the beginning?
Nah, not in the beginning.
Cap came later.
That's my
Kurt
homegirl.
Burrows, Jeff Burrows.
Jeff Burrows. JB around here somewhere. That's who y'all should snatch up. But
We
Jay
snatching
might
you
be
up,
too
nigga.
smooth, because you know Jeff is extra smooth.
Right.
Hold up.
Right.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I
shit.
thought that was Jeff Burrows walking in. I'm like,
shit, my
Lil
nigga
Da
here.
Vinci.
Lil Da Vinci, BMF done walked in the building. Oh, goddamn. We did Jeezy yesterday, too. That was crazy. That was
What up, my nigga?
That was crazy. We did Jeezy yesterday.
Prez, we got to shout out all the street
nigga.
team cats out there, too, that we rep for.
Oh
man.
yeah, like I mean, and you know, I come from the street team days.
Right.
I come from handing out flyers, waving flags.
Saying that, is there possible for the street team to exist again? Because the online marketing.
There's a way that it.
No, it's definitely a lane for it, but the labels.
They
I
ain't
think
paying
the
for it.
artists gotta formulate their own street team.
Right,
now.
yeah, most
They
definitely.
want you to
Yeah.
just go there, go in the conference room, sit in front of the screen, and that's the new street team. Like you know what I'm saying? That's the new shit.
Yeah,
Do it
like,
big.
but it's nothing like
the real
touching
Right,
the people
physical,
on
yeah.
the ground.
And no-
Like, and that's what the
Shit.
street team was.
Yep.
Like,
That's it.
put it this way: it be albums coming out now. I
don't
don't even know when.
Word.
They
I
just
don't- Yeah.
they just here. Back in the days, you
you
drive
had
down.
awareness of you had
you had-
awareness when
They
something was coming.
Yeah, you
You
knew.
was ready for
you
the
knew.
releases.
You was getting on the train. We was hitting you. You know, you driving down the West Side Highway, it's poster
seeing
boards up.
everything,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
And when you had the team in each market, you had the pulse of that market.
And
You
that's
went
what it
there, you know
was.
what I'm saying?
That's what it was.
Nah,
I could
real talk.
call UE. I could call Ed at any given moment. You know what's going on in Miami, or I need to know who's.
So you
popping
think the
down
internet
there.
killed the street team?
No, I think. Well,
It made them
made
save
this-
money. No,
There you go.
Our era,
It was a
They
budgetary
was giving
thing.
out different breads. The N.O.R.E. and the Kiss the Game, all them budgets. These new niggas will never know them
was so
kind of
beautiful.
budgets.
Let's
Yeah,
make some
it's
noise for the
different-
budgets,
Yeah,
goddamn.
make some
There
noise
you
for the
go.
budgets.
I ain't gonna lie.
Different budgets. So
I'm looking at
I
these
guess
niggas'
they,
budget right
they
now.
started taking a hit. They did it. If I can just send an artist to the office and do an internet blast, that's way cheaper than paying
there you go.
a group of dudes to
Right.
go in a van or go up the East Coast or hit the whole highway, hit the subway, hit.
I see my man Shampoo out there. He's still doing it.
Sham still,
Yeah.
Sham is like the last
Last
nigga.
man standing.
He's
yeah.
about to
Yeah.
die in a minute. He's my nigga. I see him
But,
out here
but
5 deep
I'm gonna
with
tell
Kevin
you, for
Hartface.
all y'all artists up and coming,
Not working.
get your boys together, because I'm a firm believer in grassroots. I'm a firm
Yeah.
believer in touching the people. I'm a firm believer in the DJs. Get out there, put your hustle in. I know this social media, everybody working on 1 million
Do that too,
followers.
but go hands
yeah,
on.
but go hands on. You got to.
Nah, we did the poster boards in LA. Remember?
That was you. That was
I
you.
love the
That
street
was
team
you.
shit.
That was
I'm
you.
all about
Remember?
that shit.
Listen,
that's
listen.
it. It's nothing like
EFN
that.
don't want the street team to die.
Nah,
but he was
Cali,
one of the
this
best
nigga
who
got
ever
niggas
did it.
putting
I don't
up
think people
posters.
understand.
Posters, I don't
Yeah,
give a
look
fuck.
at stickers. Like that's all him. Like EFN comes from that. And he's pure. He's still a guy who wants to play vinyl. He's a purist. He's a hip hop purist. That's what I call him, a hip hop purist. And you know, that's different from these people. Like these people just know a computer. Like he what's going on? You're taking batteries, bro? All right. So he's the type of guy, like he appreciates the old school, what happened and what the old school presented. You know what I mean?
That's
Wait,
our foundation.
niggas at panel.
Yeah.
We getting Hollywood and Drink Champ. They got no for me. Panel starts in 1 hour. We have to end this. And I don't know what word that is right there.
5:15.
5:15. That wasn't you, Mr. Lee? What time is it? I don't know the tell time. What time?
5:08.
All right, cool. We got to 5. We gonna use every goddamn minute of it. Goddamn it. Oh, I'm coming to support you on the panel.
Let's go.
Cause you on the panel,
You
correct?
should be on the panel too.
I'm not. I got ADD. At a certain point, I gotta like. If I'm sitting around and there's nothing happening, I'm just. I need Thurazine. Shit, real. Like you know, that's what they gave me in up north. They gave me Thurazine. They said that nigga, he got too much energy. Let's calm him down. My mom's came to see me one day. I want Thurazine. In jail. In jail.
No, that's how you be.
Yo, you know what I'm talking about. My mom's is talking to me. And I'm talking back, just my mouth didn't move. I'm like, Mom, good, what are you talking about? But my mom's called the warden, whatever that.
Take him off that shit.
I'm calling Al Sharpton. That's not my son I just met. You know, nigga, if you fight too much, nigga hit you with that Thurazine. That shit real. I don't want no Thurazine. I'm sorry, I went somewhere dark.
He's about to ball up. And
It's the Yonkers niggas. The Yonkers niggas is just jail niggas. Like, it's got jail. My nigga right here got just jail written all over him. What's my nigga name again? That's my
LD,
nigga.
that's
LD, my nigga, he just got locked down. LD just feel like and it feel like the niggas I would hang out with in the yard. Both of them, him and K, both bogey niggas. Like, that'd have been my section
Didn't they
in the
have
yard.
the bogey section in the
Oh, we had the bogey section in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we had a bogey section.
Yo,
in
they
Vegas.
threw us in the showers. You remember they said, yo, you gotta smoke them cigarettes in the showers. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. Yo, listen, Shawn Prez, I can't thank you more than enough.
Let's make some noise for Shawn Prez.
Hell yeah.
Let's make some noise. We want you to shout out. We want you to shout out to your Instagram, your company, because we want the people to follow you.
Drink Champs
because
Army.
we want people to know how important that this behind the scenes. Because artists are great, but an artist can't be great by himself.
Nah, that's
And there's
100%.
people like you.
And honestly, I'd be remiss if I
don't know what that
mention,
word means. What does remiss mean?
No, I mean it's just a big word that I felt it was necessary to say at the moment.
Okay.
But if I didn't
I still
mention
don't know
my
what that
man
means, though.
Hard Pierre, y'all need to get Hard Pierre on this
Hell
show.
yeah.
Like me, like that's my mentor right there. So y'all need Hard Pierre. Y'all can find me at Global Spin 365 at Global Spin 365. Follow the movement. Shout out to all of the DJs who were just nominated for this year's Global Spin Awards. Shout out to the whole Revolt staff. I seen Ramon Dukes in here. My man Aubrey, Derek Ferguson just dragged me into something over here. Everybody at Revolt, thanks. And thanks for having me. Much love. Kiss.
Love, Shawn. You know.
Right. All right, cool. We got about 4 more minutes. Yo, Shawn, thank you so much, man. We need a flick with him right quick, right? Let's get a flick. Here. Come on. We're drained. All right, cool. Fast on the camera. I feel like a boss. Someone sitting down in the chair. All right. Nah, I'm trying to let Jadakiss smell the bogey.
This nigga's nuts. I ain't gonna lie, you the only nigga that get a bogey pass with me.
Yeah.
Not even
I ain't gonna front. Raekwon let me smoke bogeys on this tour bus too. I was like, everybody was looking at me like, damn, that's fucked up. Yeah. I'm like, yo,
You get a bogey pass.
I get a bogey back because like Newport owe me money like in real life. Like I really had a Newport chain. Them niggas say, yo, you know what the crazy shit is? Newport could have just sent me a carton, and I would have been like, I fuck with you. Them niggas ain't even send me a carton. They ain't even say, my nigga, you holding us down. So I switched. I smoke Camel Crush now.
Yo, Sky. They send you shit?
Nah, I'm putting it out there right now. Camel Crush, N.O.R.E, and the Drink Champs. I'm sorry, I'm throwing you in there.
Don't throw me. I'm not with none of that shit.
Camel Crush. Nah, you know why? Because, yo, my throat. The nigga Method Man told me a long time ago. He was like, I performed one night. He's like, your shit is fucked up, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, Newports. I said, oh, shit. He said, for your voice, always smoke white people cigarettes.
It's real.
Camel. I said, you know Camel?
Meth smoke Camel?
No, Meth smoke Marlboro Lights. He even no, I ain't gonna front. The lights are actually good. Like especially if you drinking light. Because a lot of white girls smoke it as well. So it's gonna always be around if you hang out in the white sections. You gotta be in the white section. If you in the white section and they smoking Newports, get the fuck out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Who wants a white person that wants to be black?
Yeah.
Like, I want a white person that want to be white. That shit works for me. I'm sorry, man. EFN, we're gonna end this. We're gonna go support you in the podcast. Yeah. You know my ADD, I might. Like, this is my thing. My thing is, I want to get kicked out. So I'm gonna come.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
I'm gonna just go to the panel and be like, make some noise! It's smoke bad
You will do that shit.
And listen, man, this was a classic episode, by the way. We had Lyor Cohen, we had Kevin Liles, we had Day Day. You know, Day Day got 17 kids and he 22. It's a fact. The dude, Day Day, who's that?
And you just made that's a drunk fact because you don't know none of that. Those numbers.
He got
those
5 kids.
But you just
got 5. Come on, man. You don't know we exaggerate. Come on. All right, let's pop that bottle because we gotta get ready for EFN. DJ EFN. It's the first panel. You're a panel nigga. Rich is a panel nigga. Haz is a panel nigga. But it's the first time I'm gonna watch y'all on the panel, and I want to make
a panel watcher.
I'm a panel watcher. I'm a watcher. And you know what? Jadakiss, thank you for being on the Drink Champs again.
Anytime, baby.
Again. But you know, we got to do a special Jadakiss Drink Champs edition where we go through all your bars. So it's going to be like a 1,000-hour interview.
It'll be 48 hours. We'll take piss breaks.
we gonna do like a marathon. It's gonna be like 1,000 Jadakiss bars because, yo, you know what Tax Stone said? He said you could raise kids off of Jadakiss bars.
That's it.
That was the hardest compliment I ever heard in my life. I should have called you that moment. I don't know why I didn't. But I'm calling you now. Like in my mind, it just happened yesterday. In my mind, it happened yesterday. So I'm like,
you don't hear the phone ringing?
You didn't hear the phone. You ain't pick up, Kiss. I did call you in my mind.
This nigga is nuts.
But yo, that is the biggest.
Calling you now.
I'm calling you now. Come on, the way my memory is set up. But Jadakiss, man, I can't thank you enough because again. You was one of the second episodes we ever did. You and Ja Rule.
We got fucked up.
We got fucked up. Ja came fucked up.
Yeah, and got more fucked up.
Nigga had me in the I-8 ready to throw up. He was like, yo, I want you to see this shit. So I'm like, nigga, I don't even want to be here. Like, you got me ready to Earl like I'm on Great Adventures Screen Machine. But Jadakiss, you my let me just say this before we get up out of here. There ain't a lot of people that I consider my brothers. There ain't a lot of people I consider my friends. There ain't a lot of people I consider family. And the Locks, all of them. You know, I might be closer to Kiss or closer to Styles, but I'm all of them. I represent all of them. You know, Chic as well. And there ain't a lot of people who's pure, genuine, and sincere like they are. We went to Yonkers. It was a little scary because the elevators wasn't even working. But we did it.
Our studio looks crazy.
Yeah.
That building
looked like salt.
No, it's in Syria. That building's in Syria.
Yo, listen. That's how you know if a nigga do a record with y'all and they go to y'all studio, like they gotta trust y'all. As soon as you roll up, you like,
I'm telling you a story about our studio. I love Ross. Rose, my brother.
He pulled up.
He came to do a song.
He
got to like the second floor.
Yeah.
Switched, yo, Kiss, this email me to join it. Got out of there.
Let's pick up the Rick Ross for leaving. All right, one love, drink champs.
Just take this flick real quick.
Yeah. Yo, Haz, you got my headphones, right? Don't do me like that. I'm getting the speaker too.